Today, we're going to be interviewing a new agent here at DeFord Insurance Group who has partnered with us on the face-to-face final expense side, Mr. Marcos. We're going to be talking with him and his face-to-face trainer, David Heath, about the business, getting started, what his experience has been like selling face-to-face, and getting some perspective on the business. Marcos has been kind enough on his cruise to take some time to talk to us. So we appreciate you, Marcos, very much. You could be doing a lot of other things except business right now. So thank you very much. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, let me introduce who we have here today. Mr. Marcos Osorio is a new final expense face-to-face agent with DeFord Insurance Group. He just got started probably a couple of weeks ago, maybe closer to a month, somewhere in there, and has been kind enough to come on and talk about his experience working with us, what it's like selling final expense face-to-face. And the goal of this is really to give you guys out there who are thinking about joining DeFord Insurance Group or just want some perspective of what it's like to sell final expense face-to-face, to hear it from an agent himself who's just gotten started. And we're also joined here with David Heath, who is our face-to-face trainer on the broker side, kind of provide his insight on why Marcos has done well getting started, and maybe give you guys some tips to do the same. So Marcos, come on down, introduce yourself if you don't mind.
Hey, I hope everybody's wonderful. I apologize if there's a little bit of noise. It's kind of busy here, and I tried to find a lobby that was not noisy, but all of a sudden people can start singing or dancing, so everybody's on vacation, and
right.
It is what it is. So.
It actually sounds perfect. No noise, no background noise whatsoever. And then David, hop on if you don't mind. Introduce yourself to everybody here in the call and recording.
Hey, everybody. I'm David Heath. I'm the coach mentor for the broker face-to-face program here at DIG. And I'm just really excited about Marcos's growth and how he's doing.
Right, absolutely. So Marcos, tell us how you got into the insurance business and wound up working with the DeFord Insurance Group.
Well, this is not my background. I had a degree I have a bachelor's degree in environmental engineering and management of natural risk. I worked a little bit back in Ecuador. Then I came here, and because God wanted to, and I started seeing these, videos of David in YouTube. Oh, okay. And I started seeing videos of a lot of people in a lot of industries, not only insurance, but a lot of industries. And this one appeared to me the better. And I loved the idea of being independent and having, your own time, having your own business. And I love the idea of the opportunity that it will bring to me to join this industry as far as profit is concerned, and also as far as finding something meaningful to do that can last even when you're dead, because you're going to help. Yeah. When you're doing this business, you're going to help a lot of families, and you're going to have a huge impact in people's life that you wouldn't have maybe if you were doing something else.
So freedom, ability to run your own business, and impact, helping people are kind of your driving forces to get into the insurance business. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it was hard at the beginning because I have no background whatsoever in sales. Yeah. But I was confident, and I have to say this, not confident in my skills I still continue to develop my skills, but I was confident in if this is what God wanted me to do, then I would be successful and I would help people. Right. So it was hard. It was hard at the beginning. I started with I think it was Happy Agent Leads. And it was actually an advice that you gave me, because here in Georgia, just to start with, direct mail are the best leads ever, but Georgia has one of the worst response rates, and they're expensive for sure. And maybe just to try the business, and they're not the most appropriate, because right. you might be spending, I don't know, $4,000 a month in direct mail leads.
Right.
So just to try the business and see if this worked for me, I started with the Facebook leads, Happy Agent Leads, and they were okay. But, I was just getting in the mode. I was not skillful, and I still don't consider myself skillful today, but I was not as I am today. But they were, kind of. I was just getting in the mode. Then the second week, that week was rough, man. That week was some age leads of final expense toolkits. Out of all the age leads, I think those one might be the worst or the best, depending on how you look at them.
Okay. Right.
Why? Because you can get people telling you to go away, not even without even knocking at the doors, just from the porch. So you get a lot of training, which is good. It's amazing. A lot of training in rejection, and that is part of. I think that's part of my success. Besides the mentor that I have, is embracing the rejection,
Right.
and knowing how to live with that, and getting as soon as you can the no's, because the more no's you get, the more yes you can get, because you can stop wasting the time with the people and the families that don't need your help, and you can target and focus on the people that do need your help. When you get a no, that's good, because you know that you can jump to the other door. So yeah, second week was rough. Third week was a huge change, because after getting all that rejection, I guess I was more a little bit more experienced.
Good.
I bought 40 leads, and almost all of them I got rejected by almost all of them, either on the phone or in person. Some of them abandoned houses, things like that, orders. Yeah. So the third week was good, and I think I did a little bit more than 3,500, something like that.
Good.
It was a good week, and I tried with the final expense toolkit leads, but the $23 ones, the one that are face to face. Oh my God, that was a huge difference in leads.
So you started. Let me take a step here to clarify this, and I want to call David in on this, because this is really important. A lot of agents get into this business and they're told a lead is a lead is a lead. I put a Facebook post up recently in one of the groups about how wrong that is, that a lead that's years old, resold dozens of times, is not the same as a fresh exclusive lead. Marco sounds like he literally experienced a night-day difference. David, what's your thoughts on leads, and why is it important to be working predominantly fresh and exclusive leads as a new final expense agent?
Well, it just helps to see people who are interested now, first of all. When we're looking at age leads, if you're more experienced and more seasoned, you can handle those better. But for someone new in the business, you do not want to start out that way necessarily. But one thing I want to comment on Marcos, the first 2 weeks he was with us, we made some mistakes, and that's okay. We learned from them, didn't we, Marcos? The first 2 weeks, he did a little over 1,000 in premium. The last 2 weeks, he has done right at 10,000 in
What a
premium.
Difference. That's amazing.
Is that a difference? Is that an ROI there?
Yeah, big plus. Yes.
But we tried some age leads, and they did not work out good. But at the end of that week, when we sat down and talked, and he said, I learned a lot this week. And I said, well, good. That's kind of why I let you go ahead and make a mistake, because it was $7 or $9 a piece. It wasn't going to kill him. We'd already talked about what's going to happen if you sell zero, because we had already mentioned that. He's like, it's okay. I want to try them. By the end of that week, he had learned so much by getting these no's, it prepared him for the next 2 weeks.
Right. Absolutely.
There are two things that I would like to mention. First of the mentorship program, and also for the people that are thinking about joining a Do4 group. So especially for the people that are bilingual, that speak Spanish, I have an accent. It has not been a constraint or a restriction to sell. Actually, all of my sales have been Americans, not
Really?
Spanish people, not
Really?
Hispanics.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. So just to let you know, be not afraid. Just try it, go for it, and give it a month shot. Give it a month shot, because if this business is for you, and you're gonna find out, and embrace the rejection. Rejection is good. rejection is good. It's what come is the rain before. I mean, the storm after. The sun is gonna come after the storm. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Rejection is good. And about the mentorship program, David and I started. He started training me with the script. You know, we went over the script a few times, and then David was so. I mean, he was a key factor of the success that I have had so far. Why? Because he was on the phone. I will call David. He, in this case, I will call David, and I mean, he was there. I would ask him some things of a client, or how to approach a situation, how to address something, and I would talk with him details of what I was finding, and he would tell me, do this, do that, this is good, this is bad, go this way, don't go that way. So it was a huge, let's say, it was essential to my success. And even the last week was amazing, because it was my best week, and I made over like 1,500, 5,500, something like that. I don't remember well. And in one of the sales, he is supporting me in almost all of them, but especially one of the sales, there was a guy that had taken a COVID pill. And because of that, you know, people don't remember that kind of stuff. And he failed to answer that. So he was getting a level plan with American Amicable, but then he was sent to ROP, return of premium. So we didn't want that, David, right? So they immediately told me, hey, Marcos, try and do this. So we got him with Prosperity.
Right.
And of course, the guy was happy, got a level coverage, which is the most important thing to get to a person, to help a family, you know, first day full coverage. So yeah, I mean, he has always been there. We have a meeting at 9:30 in the morning. Well, I'm in Georgia. Right now I'm not in Georgia, but I work in Georgia. So he's like 8:30, I think, Central Time. And if you have doubts, if you have things to talk, you know, or the last day of people that you have to revisit, you can say those doubts, you can talk to him, you can talk to the people in the group also, because we have like a pool of wisdom with David and all the other people, all the other all agents. So we exchange information, they give you advice, they don't leave you alone, you know what I mean? You're asking for help, they help you. You're doing activity, you find yourself with a lot of situations, a lot. you will discover that. And David would tell you, hey, this is what is going to happen, this is how you should do this. Of course, you do what you want. You're independent. But I would strongly advise that you listen to your mentor's advice, and also to the people that has gone through that process already, because it has an endless value, I would say, because they have committed the mistakes you're about to commit, and they will keep you from committing those mistakes. So yeah, I mean, still David keeps training me and helping me every week. Right. And I think that's going to last for a long time. If God permits.
Marcos, that's awesome. David, can you pop on here? I think, you know, what we do is so special and unique in the business. And that's what you called, which I think is aptly the right description, the old school way of training agents. The new school way is the MLM Kool-Aid drinking schemes that are so prevalent. You just recruit a bunch of people, very rarely talk to them, and then hope that they work out. But God forbid they call and help and ask for it. We take the 180 on that. You know, we cultivate agents. What Marcos is describing is special to us, but or is special to the business, but not with us. It is an inherent, intimate part of what we do, which is we service our people. We take care of them. We want to be successful. So, David, if you don't mind, to those people maybe who are new to what we do and why this is so powerful, what is it that you're doing with the new agents, bringing them on board? Describe your training process and how it works.
Okay, well, we'll start out. Of course, they go through their onboarding, and by the time they get that done, they come to me. We'll start setting up. Well, the first thing I ask them to do is start going through the script and the cheat sheet and other tools that we have here for them. But the script is the number one priority at first. And they will practice that normally a day to 2 days. And then we'll start on with our twice a day phone calls. That'll be one in the morning, one in the evening. And there we are just going over the script. We're role playing. I'm objecting, they're rebuttaling. So we go over that, and I like doing it that way because if there were any issues in the morning, that gives you the rest of the afternoon to correct those, and then we'll do it again that evening, and we'll see. I can see progress that way. I can see everybody progressing, doing it that way, and it's intensive. I say 30 minutes. Me and Marcos may have gone a couple hours sometimes.
Right.
It is what it is. But I think it's not a new idea by any means. It's just putting the personal back in the training, really. And I like it because I think it builds a better team morale. And then, like Marcos were talking about, we have daily meetings. They're supposed to be 30 minutes too. That doesn't always work out, does it, Marcos? But if there's a lot of questions, we want to use that time to get the group's input on things and discuss the best way to handle these things, because someone in the group might have run into it yesterday, the same issue Marcos is having now. And then we've also implemented the agent chat, where we can in live time be messaging the entire group, because I am busy. And sometimes, try for it not to be, they text me, need help now. I hang up and call them.
Right.
But that is another alternative there. If it's not a need an answer right this minute, you hop on there, and senior agents and people like that will answer it, or I'll answer it. But we've really tried to make a program that is addressing everything that basically you've seen wrong in the business, Dave.
Yeah.
I've seen wrong in the business. And we know we can grow, and we want to.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing, is that this is such a desperately needed program, and nobody does anything like it. Like it's what you just described. No, and I know because we didn't up till the end of last year. And I don't know what got into me, but I realized if I'm going to be, as the owner of this company, passionate about training and support, I got to get out of my own way, and I got to bring in people that can provide the next level up for our people, because the commitment here has always been about the agent and training, and not just saying it, but taking action on it. So there was this dissonance I experienced where it's like, all right, your business has gotten to this level, but to take it next level, you got to bring on people who care, who know what they're doing, that believe in the vision, that want to help people in positions to get to their next level, right? And I'm super pumped. We just did our anonymous survey, literally 5 out of 5 perfect score across the board for every single trainer, which David, congratulations, as well as Tim and Joe. This business needs it, and you guys are really just doing a fantastic job doing it. So to wrap this up, David, Dave, do you want to add something else?
I did. There was one thing I forgot. We still do have the best video training too now, folks.
Right.
We combined both of them. We forgot to throw that in. We've got that too for y'all that like to watch videos and then do a one-on-one.
Right. We got the best people in the business, and that, because the people make the difference. The people, the trainers, and of course the agents too. So yeah, Marcos, hop on. Go ahead, man.
Just one thing, just wanted to add that I study part-time, just for the people that are wondering if they if they can start part-time. I study part-time, and even though I made a very little sales at the beginning, I just jumped full-time because I love the business and I was fully committed. So like maybe from the 4th day, 5th day of starting the business, I study full-time. So just give it a try, and have faith and do your best. Do your best every day. You're gonna have a team, and you're gonna have a trainer, you're gonna have a mentor that's going to have your back, and you will have to ask for help, because if you don't ask for help, then we'll know that you need it. So just ask for help, and you'll see within a month if this business is good for you or not. then this is a wonderful business. I can tell that for sure.
Right. Any final tips, Marcos? Think of the new agent who's thinking about getting into the business. They're looking around. They're not quite sure what to do. What advice would you give them in getting started to make sure they have success?
Save 2 months. It can be 5,000. It can be 10,000. Save 2 months of your bills, of your, of your dues, of your bill, utility, everything, rent. Save 2 months, because even though you may you may try for a month, just save 2 months and save a month of leads. Save a month of leads. So when you start this business, that way you can have a little bit of peace of mind, knowing that you have 2 months of your bills and a month of leads. Just that. And give your best. I mean, be positive, be confident, have conviction, and embrace it. I mean, just do your best. Go knock them doors.
Right, there you go. Go to work, people. And I'll add this too. We do have a program for those that maybe have the desire to do this business, but are worried about the financial commitment, because what Marcos is describing is absolutely true. It's called our career program, and doesn't require you to buy leads. The commission's about 50 to 60%, about half of where it normally is at. But we provide the agent 8 weeks worth of leads, fresh and exclusive. And there's a training program with that before you go full commissions, buying your own leads. So it's a way to stage yourself to make sales without having to invest in leads, and to build a bankroll, because that is the one thing Marcos, David knows, and I know, you got to build your bankroll over time. Like, as a professional running their own business, cash is king. And if you can stack money on top of money and you've got a big bankroll, everybody in this business has good weeks and bad weeks. And you can get through this business a lot better and survive a lot longer if you are prudent, you save your money, you're not spending it everywhere, and get through those tough points. So Marcos and David, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you kindly. Again, if you're interested out there, either you're watching this in the future on YouTube or right now in our Insurance Sales Success Forum, you're interested in joining DeFord Insurance Group, we have an application interview process. We don't take everybody. You can go to daviddeford.com, click the FAQ link at the top to learn more. Most of those questions about the agency are answered there. And then you'll see where it says apply now. You can just click the apply now button if you like what you see.